is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Ahaya Boadu TV so yama mu nyina akwaba na Captain Smart akasa de afa omen se na amanyofo ebu no se ne amanfo ewie sika amanfo wie sika aban mu amanfo wie sika or say NPP entimi win election without the Ashanti region. Yes, NPP entimi win election without the Ashanti region. Nanso yembisa Ashanti region for say den ade pa na NPP ba power omoye edema Asante for yembo baako ene dwedifo ma ho chiom yese blasting bi ekoso so wo ebon adonko side one man nye easy yese blasting how mo so mbenden Ashanti region
friend of Frank Anani Dekpe onona oye errand assistant na errand assistant Mr. Chunu twi ye beka ne say errand assistant chese ono onye dwuma bi anye na dwuma oye ni na say yesoma no kwa ha errand no na assistant na chese senior errand dan kasa owo ho na errand assistant ono no o say etoda yetimi soma no na ye de mirika de amane se kobank we na okwa na yetimi ya kire ne se ukoduru bank ho a ko hwe atwu ukwa akwa no tumudin na check ne ye de mana ye sili ano ti ono kura onim sika ewom ti okwa na wa mo Ghana must go say ye mienu o miensa we nan o enum o ensie o eduo na wa mo anu wa hye na mbotom na on na de koro no eti okoduru a na ya pack sika na gu Ghana must go no e kire mepe bia be kire wo eti so de be 3 ko 4 ko 5 ko a na ye load sika na gu mama no pa no de sika no na o de ko bibia ye fine Ghana ye sika eno no achi no ba ko so ye fe no Mildred Donko also already oye Dubois his associate now also already UMB bank any Stanbic bank and a yeta suma no mane ko yiska ana odisika koto ho na so already okwa eye boom okoyi abaso a eye boom no de akoto ho no wasamba na chese bibia eno ano no na se okoyi sika nso a Odeba odimirika aya na openi edubu ahene office wala boni eho eno de sa sika ne ko eno ye Frank Anani Dekpe a odi adanse se sika padi no aya na ho wo monnom wo ho no anya sika wa ti oyi a na odekọ eye wo mo asoye oka sansem we ina no e kire court no nipa mienu ni na so e ka o masem no e de kire court ne say o mo de sika ko na o mo de ba o mo de ko no na o mo de ba o mo de ko no na o mo de ba na enne no me wonsam be ebika matena se adwunade bi ho na sanka menya wo ho Ghana nsentrofo a ye wo memu ha minuanom a wo kumase titiriu ene yenyai ye wo Ghana mfana nyina aka nyina no ye du ba bia esese ensentro adwuma no wo betia na we mat think tank think tank fo no etoda wo mo de wo manum asem ne ba na wo trust na wo dwene ho yie pa proper wotum se chale ade we de anka nya asem a ka ebia de wo ye tirimu no emu odu eso eye papa chensa but I thought I would was able to say de no aba be show kon omanya ye wo mi wa ho de bia da Sir John any JB e wo kumase eye morning show wonte hwe o be chance aba kumase pe ɛna sɛ yɛ pama mma a ɛwɔ akwankyɛn a yɛ kankran ɛde pamom abaye na abaye na kyerɛ sɛ misatwo kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ dɛ wɔn ba enipa no ɔte kumasi keeti a yɛ pam na firi kwan ho yɛn nkasa wɔn ba o yɛn nka twi nkyerɛ ne da kumasi ni abaye a ɔte kwan ho ɛto adeɛ yɛ ɔba yɛ frɛ na abaye then times no wobɛhunu na obi a ɔyɛ KMA ebi a yɛ from sɛ city guards mo a jebi yɛ from city guards me hu yɛ Kofi Juma time me hu bi Mama Part time me hu bi Samuel Sapon time Samuel Sapon time na me de bankran me hu bebre me hu sɛ yɛ pam ma no gidigidi but ɛnanya botra ma me na me nkyerɛ wade bi ɔman bi a ɛwɔ asase soɔ no sɛ wokyɛ ɔman no mu enum wokyɛ ɔman no mu edu saa emu nkyekyɛmu edu na wakyɛ no ɛma a ɛwɔ saa nkyekyɛmu no mu biara no wɔn wɔ suban bi a wɔn tumi de hwɛ wɔn mma wɔtumi de hwɛ wɔn kunu nom wɔtumi de hwɛ wɔn abusuafoɔ akunafoɔ wɔm adeɛ a ɛyɛ wɔ asase so paa ne sɛ ɔbaa ne bɛrima abrɛ tie asɛm a meka no yie ɔbaa ne bɛrima esi nkete abrɛ etiti ne mmɔwerɛm wɔgyae deɛ ɔyɔ nyinaa sɛ wɔadiɛ medi bɛrima n'akyi na ɔne bɛrima no asi dan ɔne bɛrima no adua kokoo ɔne bɛrima no yɛ agyapadeɛ obi nka sɛ bɛrima no nwuo ba yɛma mu ha yɛwɔ no bɛrima bi awu a ne yere na aku no anaa wonye ho bɛrima biara ɔwɔ sika bi awu a ne yere na aku no ana mana make say me boa eti oba bi ye wa manne ne amamra hodo wo mamu ha se wukunu wu a ye baby kura de yetimi wura wo sakora ana yesa na ka no ye dwi wuti nwinwi na tugu because wukunu awu mete hei mintia obi krom amane ene amamre because ebi wo a minim de ntia a ekofa asasem ne baaye but se yesi yetena se ne yakane yi a sabi eburu sabi enyado mpanifo tie ebi wo ho a nyansa nim ni kuna wu ni yadwiri ni tiri ho nyina eti oba bia ni kunu wo sika no be ma ni wu ye pa yanka opa japade no eti on na ekunu ba se oba ni wu a ho na ekunu eti sa wotena sena wo hwa ama ene single motherhood adoso wo wiase enkrofo adwe ye o mo se efe o mami we de lady we de oboro ho modi o owo ye we nya ba ma bia no no na ehwe ne ba hey emuso memo bia dada na wo fa single motherhood embo ho asafo hene se me de I am independent me de me yesei eti ma wo me de eba na me pese me wo na metimi ahwe me ba hey sister nyabotre me kan asem bi me ba ba bi na sa wodi wani to fama sa wa hwe ni ye pa ema e wo Ghana ha no sa wo kyem 10 emu 6 omudidwa ema e wo Ghana ha no wo kyem edu emu 9 wodidwa wo ton ne man ketenkete ekwa ho sei sa ema no wo be kwa kohwem no me am researcher me ni lecturers bi ewo eye University of Professional Studies UPSA ahwem age atum kire se ema ton niam wo kwa ho no emu ohanchichemu aduokunu mienu 92% won na hwe wo ma dibechi yen sori kwa o emetra hankasa o ema na ton niam wo kwa ho no emu ohanchichemu aduokunu mienu 92% of women are what ton niema e wo kwa ho a one person obewura dwabi mu no sa ma no 92% wo wa na hwe wo ma ebinum wo wa na hwe wo maame sa ma no ebinum wo wa na hwe wo papa no sa ma no wo wa na hwe wo bibia they pay for their rent, they pay for their children's school fees, wo tua won dan ka wo tua won ma school fees Sa ma no wo na wo ye wo mu bibi etu wo mu ho ka nyina 92%. Wo dia no to nchen a ema eton neema ewo ekwan ho no emu 60% tiemiye and we want to do an academic fabe also. Sa ema no 60% womu okununum, but I can authoritatively tell you per our research it indicates that sa ema now sa 92% no emu 60% eye wonwa ele hefie de bema no etimi ye ina ne se wotua school fees aduane noa ehoka ofi edwam ekofie a ne wadidwa ba wo de ma me nkwa ahoma no so na me ne Sir John Emon Komo from Kumasi me ba I will come back to this and I want to actually throw out a solution. I see a pama ma wo kwan ho ya pama ma wo kwan ho e man free kwan ho e man free kwan. No, we must have a solution as a country. Ghana ye need solution. Makacho say ya bo intercolleges na wie eno ya pam secondary school versus St Augustine's ya bo wie say ya bo super zonals. Ma me kwa man so Sir John what me nka ma che. Hello Sir John. Hello. All right. Sir John me da say as a line no en kan nsuo to no. Ghana pen nsuo to abibia to be say. It is says I want to make out the anya hwe fatum sa me enko. Ekina e be da foforo. Sa e ma na ton ye ma okwan maka to 60%. Wo kofia wo didwa e na ekọ. Eti obekwa koduru fie no odimirika tiem ye. E ma ye nkrofo bi a nyame nyansem no Adam na wada ene nyame yi ne mfe pade bo ba obo ba ne wie ye no if sorry answer Adam or sorry okay Quran is the same story. Khadija na osorija Muhammad. The reason is that naturally women were wired not to sleep too much but work too much. Emma ya mom ma say wonder bebre but was sorry was ye adwuma so bebre. It is a winning oba tefie tiemiye na wadwe ye o say wo na we chop money wo na wo tua school fees eti wo fees oba na adwuma ye ina say odo aduane na osi niema na oprapra fie na osesefie a mini ya ba ma wo tie me pa cho eni die kwan so unyansa wo fam. Sir John, what me come at here?
Captain Metonka.
Hello, Sir John.
Hello, Captain.
Hello. Oh, and the line is yesterday. Line is yesterday. Line is yesterday. Oba Otifie. I am from housewives.
You know, if a blasted abone kuomasum. And there are videos on pay I am sure the production will connect Nafe almost more TV so very dangerous situation and what the CIA can say after Enrana aboni bi o paya aboni bi aman kwade di agonya kwa abonu ka kwada di nyame kwa na be mu a saving kwada no onti. It has been a major discussion this morning. The win-win situation about the Sena about 40 years dying through the buffer areas are a war. Now, some of them produce permit. Now, the question is there permit? Let the issue permit at the amount of Diane. And then I buy so much here with the private companies. They either start buying the cost in relocating them. And now say Abai will look at it there. Foreign should have option. That you have blasty abuano but you have blastia. Emma Mehaji. So it has been a major topical issue as far as Asantemai air concerned. A sanctuary they have on Ghana come at this morning. The captain. So far, this has been a major issue in Kumasi and Anope.
Okay, to say your summit was a year. Sabbath, Mitia, old can year. A Yawa, a year query, our boy, the problem now, Basana or Patre.
No residents, almost around that area.
Okay.
And actually,
Mamma Shawa, say, when I walk Kumasibekaya, 2006 September. Now, Yem Papa, Yadina John Ajekum Kufo, and now a year the president of this republic. The one I walk Hobekaya, the first company, na Samreno or Papa Yabo, Emma, Enipa, Abaya Bina, or call. School you want for me refi school ni private school now omo bus echo ba fan crofo Sir John samre no that day no na is this Louis and I asanto afo womo enya ka akwanhia watafo emusieye ho it was the same day, it was in September Saturday na no munya problem na efiri wo ba ne say womo blast say boom. That was in 2006, so far away 2006. Now, a buono papai, ebe gugu wamo dan so. Ada a buono ambaden so na enfutro e kumwo. That time, I remember very well. It happened time ana Honorable Maxwell Kofi Juma ye KMA boss. Na Kofi Juma that time ye call Prabon. Menim se wonim krobe ye fro a Prabon a. Wudru your friend say atonsu a Uko enim kakra before bedu esere so no na wa fa wonsa right na we wura ho na Honorable Master Kofi Juma akofa Israel fo bi de won aba se womo de baller ebe generate electricity. That was the day sa da no ne dana wo pai abo ewo esoro ho a prepare agrofo a akwada ketwa na oya abaya a oko school a ebo ko bo ni trim. It took Honorable Osei Chei Mensa Bonsu. Now I call Mampong. Oba. And opatutu or say chairman Sabonsu. And the service aquada ketwano. Or the Dimirika Eba Tafo Government Hospital. And on catch as I said aquada ketwano SCA Prano. And ya de metimi I shall not didn't Dimirika. Answer no bedu confanochi teaching hospital no. Your friend baby Bantama Polytechnic was a Bantama Polyclinic. Eshentemu ha asomo wie no yi no ede no call G ankasa emo mutimi hwe sa abaya no. And that problem I remember very well. In 2008 the chief of staff then J Kufuor time by Kumasi wa maye hunu that time na ya say demonstration etia J Kufuor say efie ni fie. That time na honorable Kojompieni eba no oba no na Ministry of Finance in Pennyphobic Kanaho, Ministry of Roads. That time na Dr. Richard Anani na yasin 70 on trench but not on no aso na dan here Ministry of Roads and Transport so. They are the people we met. They went there. Na ye wo papa bi wo Asante Achimagogo. On na ye NPP constituency chairman wo ho. Na ye friend no chairman of chairman. Mira Philidin Kakra or a tintin who kama very nice man. Now on it Asukwa NPP chairman. Asukwa NPP chairman Mira Philidin says here. Debbie Reverend. Anyway, Mira Philidin or ya Kukrua Chama Sabre. Chamana Sabre.
Chamana. Okay.
Chamana Sabre. That time, you know, they won't need pair a foul mobile Tom Sika because one of us said Chairman Sabusu at the Mirka Bakra. Don't forget, sir, 2008, the mono. Now NPP primaries Akoso, Emma Honorable Abraham Osei. Abraham Osedu, no Tema East, not a majority leader. We took in the name of Ghana. Ama ya primaries ama na lusu elections no Chairman Sabonsu make comment bi say Palace School na SC MPP and nti na Chairman Sabonsu say so tumirika at the back and cry because Honorable elusu the seat e wotema ama na atoshi tiemiye eti Chairman Asabre ene Asante Achim Asante Achim agogo ana me afide no He was the Kojo Banredu constituency chairman. They are the people who went to Kofanoti Teaching Hospital to pay the medical bill of Saladido. Yeah, official petition at the command, the then Tafo Traditional Council. We were told, say, Nana Nakwa Kura. That's what we were told. If it's Amreno Ebano, a boy faces our problem with sa or sa se boajo by 2 years, 3 years, 4 years at Bugrim. Now, my question is that Yatete KMU power no so keten say your kwada so then your asokware mampon then your tafo then so no problem. It's not under KMA again. I am asking whoever is the municipal chief executive say on the history of how people were dissipated. That time now you were one minister be no a deputy minister, is it of trade or something, J for time or no na kwaya sa ma ya mame the war kwada sui agric minister be tudin Hildado on a kwaya sama Hildado eba, I've forgotten the name. Onuna ofinkran okwo ne constituency okwo serem and otefa ho odu yare ne ya papai abo. He called one former deputy minister of interior, Honorable Thomas Bruni. I remember the story very well. This was further in 2008. And then Koko Sohene, he was part of the national security that time. Koko Sohene any pabakwa na mienu bi de dimirika. That time na NDC4 I was secretary be a friend Sly Akakpovi. Any Alhaji Sani, any Nana Kofi Butler. And then the nipa bi na presiding member di no was Swami assemblyman Kofi Senya. These are the people a tumirika ko bo ho, making sure say enema yina betimi atoto din e ma sondwe etimi aba ho. And problem we awo ho some de mekaini na esisi super pepper there from 2006 basically. And I think that as I said, it's a situation. But also very because from time all kind of thing no. Yeah, that's why was that problem ni mo. Man for mo te bo ho eguso awomusu. And the who share effect. The effect of blasting on moye or what? Captain, all is not well. All is not well. All is not well. And I think say Drew baby as I said, MPs, so-called politicians, say why Ashanti region no. They shouldn't take Ashanti region for granted though. Right? Sir John, before I ube kono, right? I'm in charge there. MPP by winning election, Ashanti region.
True.
MPP can never ever win an election in this country without Ashanti region. But let me be sincere with you. Chema the papa apart from Kufo emergency. So for line interchange, Kufo shall say when we are mills, maybe we here. As to quite interchange, let's have the papa be MPP Iowa Ashanti region. Boba Kwen, meet you.
Yeah, I mean, you better be bidding. Hospitals hospitals.
You see, NDC and super winning election. I am majority of the time. NDC fighting you almost say when they win Greater Accra, when they win Central Western, when they win Volta, Northern Region, Upper East, Upper West. May I believe in the 10 traditional regions. When we win some regions now, when we win election, that's a lie. The BIA, we say NDC, enya less than 26% e wa Ashanti region bia no NDC lose election but you realize that there no.
Yeah,
very good. Eti emfa ho no vote dodo a NDC be your voter region onya less than 26% wa Ashanti region lose election anamwa.
It's okay.
Fantastic
issue records are there.
MPP emfa ho no vote a obenya Eastern region and other parts of the country. The very material moment, political analysis of voting pattern in this country. I will say NPP, any less than 80% of Ashanti region. Olusu election, Mebuana.
That's true.
Okay. You know, you do baby at home. As a 7 million anoma, you was anti-memuno. You trust me, you TV do when you say, Ajama Prempe, NPP, or say Shaman, and so quite. I say a chair, say a bayer, Nipa to be a year, and Nipam, man near my saw ye, Kumasano. What to me, I could find the 8 years, and then I see what Chantilly. Abaye, sir, near the year. Sampine, no to turn into them for Chamai. I say, Kumasi my anchor. A friend of Abato, you Kumasi and Abato, a friend of my anchor. No to turn into them or my anchor. You hear the town about the KMA boss. Shamadia could pass your first say, Sampine, or yes, see Kumasi Abonte, so I bet today and such as to say, yeah, Sampine, yeah, as KMA boss. That is what. ECG kura meters keke meter keke ya debe ko tia market dim ekura no let the whole tia market use 1 meter mbacho me bwana how can you tell me that there are 7 Ghana for yen trust yen nwira sem we hu meba man asem no so we hear then o ka tell me say yete apartment nipa 4 family bia wo meter Kumasi Katie market this one over 7,000 stores. We no meet tobacco. It pass 7,000. Some time at track, Massey. Well, to me, a meter, Uncle Katie market. The whole market was using 1 meter. But I mean, I said, oh,
yes, Captain, since Kajetia almost so pretty, Bekane, and they both meter no. Facility I rely on from that time to left.
But if 2018, and another say or start second phase of Kate and Pacho Wari.
And the last time Enra I checked now it was 65%. That is Enra after Enra I checked it was 65%. The thing I can say that's an almost year trains now almost year around it for the architectural design in there. The check contractor just said the architecture design is done. The interior no be wajuma. Is that the ama ajuma no share and then in so started to no. And na omo we so be trace maybe in school abeba facility ni maybe abeba ni ade. Eti as oko site and no na contractor no wajuma say obehu maybe o di trace abeba e be kwa copy subi ni mu. Then e be in so metata ho ni ade. Eti as we speak the check actually said that the number be na Dr. Baumia blue light say ya obaya no say abani nya no munya in because omo 80% no confirmed from the facility any contractor no and it's a 65% and a project after Enra true.
Sir John Amenda was say na entwaso enfia entemsua tie Ufa and mana na make come my to ade okwa ho. Bakacho say 60%. One efridwam ekofia wodidwa. De enti aya na Kumasi Central Market kura de timi hye betin se Kumasi dwa hye edwam we ahye enye Kumasi nko a. Edwa horo ahye ni na no. Ema ne bebre de gas cylinders. Ekodom ekono aduane because otodwam won say market no Aba, some market no. What to me, shut out the idea out to be trust now. What to me, who say, hey, one word, we are freedom and fan coffee. Obedi traffic is so a free a Katie market. Obedu Santasano, now boy 8 o'clock. A comedy Nikurunema. Obe free Kaneshi market. Obenantimusa, Tratromusa, Quadru Medina. Not ekom ade ne kunu ene ne ma eti e ma ne bebre enu aduane e wodwom eti e research ne kire say out of the 92% e ma na e wo Ghana ha o moton ne ma okwa ho no emu 44% woman no aduane e wo dwanim as what we the aduane nako. What am I trying to say? Yet what's abati an san kran abaye Kumase abaye Cape Coast abaye Kofodia abaye. This thing doesn't make sense. Let's find a solution. I'm going to give you a solution. Bakato say your boy inter colleges na wie apam secondary school in St. Augustine's hockey no your boy wie apam alusu 2-1. They say your boy super zonals. Number one, me dream when say me Ghana man penia. As I say introduce street markets. Oh baby I pam e ma no tie me ye. As say introduce street markets. Any question yet was I say a pam ma because we ba kwan ho ye decongest. No, decongestion no. As I say eye waterways. Obi a wa sheda na dwen so osika to baby ensuo fa no. But the manner we need to have a strategy, not a political strategy, but a nation building strategy with an implementation plan that will make the women feel dignified. Not just always, hey, please. Now listen. As I said, Ghana to me introduce street markets. Number one, ahini ya pama mawo kumasi debi ahia enye ketia enye dum okay enkran ahini ya pama ma efri kwa ho enye ayi ya fa say ukọ how kantimanto na kantimanto ne here but anyway baby ya pama ma bia no. This is a plan. They introduce what I call Ghana's street markets. Number one, edum baby ya pama ma kantimanto baby ya pama ma circle baby I promise man yen no official yen plan ade ni ye. So number one yedim say wo come mankasim a ye didwa e wo mankasim Wednesdays and Saturdays and I market day and crying yeni market day every day is a market day in Accra Adelaide. When you go to Kumasi ni market day every day is a market day e wo Kumasi. Woko Takoradi every day is a market day. Ewo Takoradi. Woko Cape Coast yeni market day. Every day is a market day. Ewo Takoradi. Techmai no more market day. Your traditional markets ewo Ghana ha. They have specific days wodidra. Mankasim di wukuyada. Techmai minim Jerry. Techmai mudi day. Techmai omo da omo didra. When we also di wukuyada. Woko memia bebria. So watch this. Kumasi ni akase. Street bebre ewo Kumasi e free pampa so eba eye Ketia market ho no ewa nso enwa bia traffic beba. I have said this next week bet no me manage traffic ho pa we be there traffic bet me fetch Ghana $10 million every month. Traffic na ye dim no na asoko ukọ ya a friend ukọ Kumasi a friend go slow traffic na baso wo krom ha no. Ask yourself, didn't they thought that France should that create artificial traffic? France, Germany, Norway, one more home should that create traffic. Because I buy sikasa. I buy hieska. I don't know create traffic in hieska. Traffic na si wo krom ha no. And you say a cars the door so, and you quite so it is cash, it's money. Maybe you Ghana man penia every month traffic ho kwa $10 million. Traffic now who say kwasu kroma no e ska wo cars na ba peso sa no boss it is cash. Nigeria try say obey implement bibi but Nigeria ntimi it is okwa Nigeria they failed. A lot of what me fa say ene Monday your car normal plate e pie duada cars e pie brada ukuada ya wade fiada memre de kwesera ne duada say wo sika pa de a no ato cars na every day bia work out be enti sa obefa bus eno na ma Rollins ekofa na friend Osa meboa Osa any tatabas ediba Ghana but Rollins failed. Nigeria also failed because no one take traffic plan na timidi sika eba aban futuo mu no. What I say you bought super zonals. So you present an answer wa bia kayo no yefan to chen bring solutions there here. Number one yenkwadwom eti ye introduce street markets. Eti Kumasi Ketia, I am just using a stretch. example from Pampaso to Kumasi Central Market then yebeye every Monday yebeye street market, every Wednesday yebeye street market, every Friday yebeye street market ewo Kumasi. Now Kumasi or Asokware Mampo municipal na je bi nyasa or Tafu municipal or Kwadaso municipal akade him or Asokwa municipal and other municipals over Greater Accra. Apart from AMA, Accra Metropolitan Assembly, no, municipal assembly, Echa, Lanquantanai, Dadi Kotopon, then Pong, then Pine, then all of them, they are part of it. So watch this. From Kumasi Pampaso to Central Market, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, street market. It is regularized. And yes, a man, sorry, boom, no matter who there be. KMA Ashadai announcement proper. AMA Ashadai announcement proper. TMA Ashadai announcement proper. Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly announcement. Takrady Metropolitan Assembly announcement proper. Eti from Pampaso Eba Kumasi Ketia Enim Hodo Yeye street market. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Yenim se Kumasi for per year pa. It is Saturday in Kahon. Hoye. Now, ye realize ye criteria. Ya chicha from Pampaso ebesi Kumasi Ketia market na no ho. E man no wo kwan no ho. Ya gye atum enti KMA city guards no wo kwan no ho. They are protecting a man no. And yes city guard ni kuta aba Ken na odu ano de ahwe piu. Yes abi anim. Me wo Kumasi na me ye adwuma Fox FM. Be wan say ye gba ma na o mu dibirka me to say na me ko no bo escape boafo. Na me say no bo. Anyway, me chase you. O say anya nsa kromu nte. Honorable Isaac Owusu ansa and abedi Honorable SK Boafo ade after the 2004 general elections Honorable SK Boafo Bakra ebe Minister of Chieftaincy Affairs. Me ko no so am say ade we me chase you. Solution here then what can say Kwadwosman to trimu adwe ya kese do. If I were the president, you be create street market. Eti oba na oton ade e wo Kumasi kwan ho no. Na so nya den sa o eye kom ene ne mantia. If you don't know, I'm telling you today, eye kom ene ne ma because 92% of me are single mothers. 92% they are single mothers. Eti eye kom ene ne mantia. So we need to have a plan. Eti adwada onim say adwada Kumasi ye street market. No asesa ne niema. No the abegina kwan no ho Pampaso ebesi Ketia market na no ye start anopa no onum so beton je na beton beton meko abeton beton sapa abeton beton force abeton beton we abeton ebo anwumere 5 yapon yempe speakers ensisi ho yenye krama ni nya akono yema ni nya fan eti aka 5 minutes na above 5. They are shall say pop 4 minutes more near die. Now man about you so yeah the near sabum pop 3 minutes more. Now man about you so yeah near down 1 minute more pop kasa yapon no be a packet in Yama or packet in Yama say Zoom Lion, say a KM in Crawford, say a AM in Crawford, say a Takrady Metropolitan Assembly, Temau, no more cleaning ho. Whenever I was ever boss, it will be an Issa Quinaso. Okay. The following Monday, no, man, you were the same place. Because by that time, no, watch this and listen to me carefully. What started see satellite markets? It's quite so where we satellite markets. Tafo or satellite market. Asokware Mampo or satellite market. Ufa Santase or satellite market. Ukwa Asokwa or satellite market. Dade Kotopon satellite market. Aha, satellite market. Ghana for your water as you say no, ye pepie, ye pechin. Eti oton ade no we are the following week no. Man for the Monday no sanem for den ko Pampaso. This week Monday no street market no kwada so. Now watch this. Ma me ne call okwotena ye Pampaso no. E bia ya nheda antona de bia asa. But okwotena kwada so municipal o sede no. ya to de niam pa e ma edidwa wo mo gi asofo ne prophet di chen obia okrum ha won no mutumi kwaji eduro pete wo mo niam so meboa wo be kwa no papa no obia fa pada sofo de ma no de pete ne niam so because sofo obia ka kire ne say or the pete ne niam so a obey. So sometimes you need to tap into their superstition and you bring in understanding of what they are doing, and then you add knowledge and science and art to it, then you win them. What did they call Kwada? So the following Monday, Odu Kwada, so we say, Maba Kwada Sumbienu, Meba Kwada Subia Tomade, Meba Kwada Subia Tomade, Meba Cho, a hin of a so better. Wako Kwada Subako, Yatona de, Wako Kwada Sumienu, Yatona de. Onim so Kwada so third timer, Yabetona de. When he beba was now was satellite market already. Oh, Kwada so. Be once we free doing or what a full quantity you, but up a Kwada so. Be once we kwasha Kwada so. D won't tell a gap. The following Wednesday, though, Dr. Mensa Biom, Yamaso, Yadquaso Coremampon. Wakwaso Coremampon, Bako, Mienu, Miensa, Debi Obekobia, Yatona, the Obeka say, me fear be form Pemasem Baku Pempu. Edum kakra mi kwa ye toma de be ba so korama mpoha na ye toma de satellite market no wo ho with the street market official well regularized. I have a policy, I've done a policy for it. It is a minister of local government opa beje me be ma free, but we show we need enough time tell me come with kasa no oko asokorama mpoha on mabium no so aka ho eti weni be ba ho so give yourself 1 year and every week biano yabes 3 street markets ketia yaye de awie yaye bi e won kan odododio yaye bi e wo makola yaye bi e wo kantomanto yaye bi e wo hen eye well organized and regularized say sa street way e kina memfa ha cause ho yaye street market ye tweet na kroma na yaka say president be fi obi country o man fo so abedu kroma ha enti ya block kwan na come there. Na president ba kupenti ya block kwan. Can't we block one road just Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays? Greater Accra yem fa yie nya hwe. Enkra ha yie nhye da nya hu bi asa. Wo hwe obofo ma me yi okoye wo nkran. Ekumase wo de to nkran yie 10 ho ka bom en ne nya peda. Cause enkran yem fa yie nya hwe. Atade ya hye me metimi de akwaye wo nkran. Kumase me de we kwa yie be ka say hey, otumfa komi hini chame pa na o sha atade we aba yi. Trouble beba. It is to be blocky coin. Emma Obi, defense minister, if you could be somebody a blocky coin man. Now watch this. Now your team are blocky coin one cry. And your official regularized. Now you're my first ladies. Watch this. Your first ladies are okrum hay no money age maybe aye. Now that grand watch my Rollins or 31st December women's movement. Or you don't want who's idea no any age man no question sa one canary. Rollins a tall man. Wajafa. Ejwa man oye. Me ma me Teresa Kufo. Apart from maternal, free maternal health care, on one your midwife, dada, man, now your midwife. Apart from I know, enjoy the first lady here. Lordina Mahama, Lordina Foundation, apart from I know, Debem. We hear Noah, na Waba, Yamamin, na do meals, or Beche Bible. Na do meals or Kwaje Bible, or Beche. Yea, apart from I know, Debem. Rebecca Akufado obeyede ne maba ji sika so omoye foundation edwama no omoye omanya hweanye it is street market no it will be opened by the first ladies eti ama me lodi na ye first ladies sesi ayi o tisui Rebecca abekwa akoka ne ho second lady Samira Baumi aka ho ye ma me Atamils yere Ernestina na Adumils aka ho any first ladies aka ni na no they are there no more launch market no. How beautiful is it going to be? So I was Lordina Mahama, Rebecca Akufado, Samira Baumia, Nadu Mills, Ekuta Adoma. No more boom, Brian 1, Brian 2, Brian 3, Yabie, Kaneshi Street Market. Yawie, ya pumpa, don't come there again. The following Wednesday, we are moving to another suburb. The following Wednesday, we are moving to another suburb. Now, we create a satellite market for a man. When you buy now almost 60% of a man, 40% now you find a plan for them. What is the plan? Because 40% now so I'm cut street this way. Now watch this. What will you do with the 40% now? 40% now. Let me tell you today. Data. When you say man a ton a day, I will come who Ghana hano, and 12% I will degree. We have done a research. Yes, I have transna ye boy a team ye kasa. A man a ton a day will come as drum kwan ho. One a ton a day won't cry drum kwan ho. Any other 12% I will degree. Opa se si Jimmy Chinye. Say yes, and so tar. Command some kwan ho. No what do you say what brofo? Start a fabrofo nante kwan ho. Sa e one obe say or tomatoes ho or she socks on person na ho be fi or the ntima body yam wa shata de tente so ba wa poro no ho oblichi fabrofo kwatata no e one obe tekeka. So you find out from a manner where we school onye adwuma nyai on timi ntama common de no to the force egu ne nsa so na odinam kwan ho. A man where we school when you do into a tonyadoa ewo kwan no ho. A man where we degree when to me enya adwuma papa bi anya eti odini maami achi tiemie odini maami achi na koto ntema ewo dwam. So 40% a man aka no. What you have to do is that you do a comprehensive plan for them. Plan number 1, register them. Number 2, when you are registering, they should be able to tell you the course they did, and they should be able to submit their CVs to you. One second, CV na 1. Why? I wanna Basintale. I don't know where he is. Wherever Basintale is, open Crawford for Majuma. Now you have degree holders at Tijum, Waton there, and let me say this: Obabia Watna Jum 3 years. Onimiyansa Chebema Watna 5 years. I am repeating. Obabia Watna Jum Aton Adie Enfie Miensa Onim said Yedisika to her. Where's to ate? Mekofabia begum. Na maton na me disika de ko na me de ka wa ha me koje ye hey men for san kamen dio na de we me ko free ye me fa so keto bi na wo so sa oba na watena dwom enfie miensa ato ade no onim nyansa che be ma watena fie num opa je chenye na fa wunu ya be ma watena fie 5 years na fa wona na be wa watena dwom 3 years ne ne wo mo nkomo sa abrabo ye bo ne sei bo sa wunu ya na be ma na watena fie 5 years no din hwinim. Mano, you regularize them. You push them into certain sectors of the economy. Wouldn't mean for 40% in at a go. Highest you can, 15%. Now what fix it? So it's a comprehensive plan. It's a project. You don't just sit down and say that, hey, abaye. Now what pamo? Now watch this. Research now, me you know. Actually, me say. The bia ye beya abaye bia no emano ene aban no woni sika omulusi we lose over 5 million Ghana cedis anytime there's abaye, and I'll break it down for you to understand because I did the research myself. I had some professors at UPSC to help me. The bia obeko Kumasi obeko Kantomanto obeko aboso kan beko himbe bia Ghana ha ye pam emano say ye pam ema bia aya hwefom ho wo e ton tomatoes opeja tomatoes na ode ayam hihye na efa tomatoes no more than half ehwegu jene no ehwegu some of them emani bi ho a ade na wo mo ton no wo mo gya ho me bo ana osuro se ye bepira no otikuma siketia odisi ye betwa na ba sabe onyo ba fun se nya asempa na yenka city guards na egu ama no wo hwe bi no yire nim pa asekato na wo hwe oba na ote kwan no ho na wo hwe sasa branche we kuta kontiba ode ba bebom ya na wagya na japade na oton no ho na wagya ho no ko na city guards na sasa na ma ni na no mo de akogu keme taba kofi djuma ho na o mo de ba yere na ba o mo che o keme ho bayana no omoche body omoche banchi omoche oba na okofa saa niam na waboka hunu wo quantify saa niam ni nyina every month say ya abaye ya ye lose 10 million Ghana cedis a man loses that money. Have we done the calculation as a country? What are we doing? We just sit down there's no plan. Now watch this. So we are papa now I would 10 now my 10 no you saw me 13 years. We had the when you or your penny what say if the catch why would 10 no catch no I was 13 years now the every year be an war what the 10 echo cut 13 no one when you say 23 can you tell me say single room when they were 10 who can 11 we can obana we 23 no what do you so be person obehwe so sorry ahoma chare we butu no ma me so na to pambo jabo so your ba obekwa akopɛ boy on na fie odem prewayin say baba me bo ana. Now watch this. And Prewayi say in this contest, in this discussion, hey your banner wa pabne free kwan ho a we need plan bi ama no no. Say one sabe be ma kwase bi kokwanyima awo am rob abrewo. Ya dwen ho asoman. Why can't we introduce street markets? Conscious ya sada ya to ya boase ne ya tenase say ya street markets. Eti kumasi ye nimbe bia ye be street market ya ye timetable ato Dumsor kra ye ho timetable aso man ye wo Dumsor ho timetable. Me if I were the president I will introduce street markets, then I will know the total number of a ton near my kwan ho, and then I will start fixing them left center right again. So what residing na wadwen ho a man a ton near my kwan ho no. So ton ade we no kofi no kodwa no dress ya wanhwa wo hu say ono a patro wadwen ho for any to fam me ma date you about ton ade okwan ho da ntimi nim de America say man ton ne ma okwan ho no so ton ade awie no kofi no yi rubber tuntum no ade a hye ti sense o 20 ode rubber chichire ni ti oyi wie no dware no sra no the perfume gu no ho no gina ne hair so e hye na puskeleke no huri tra o car front no the nine good dashboard no so me do nya me so ade ba ko em fe pa no te be nche na do na good dashboard so nya me nhira mi ema do nine good dashboard no so say ya e bia e fine nya me nhira mu ina peja the nine good dashboard no so a wuri be fi kura so to na ma okwa ho a lot of them ewo undiluted African beauty. I'm telling you. A man at on them and you make up a mao. A man at on Yama both road to ice water, then, and yet make up a mao. Natural or the warfare or just so portrait. Which will say yes, Obani. Say, mano, eh? Then we have a casa we are buying our as I share programs, sir, media houses in a year, and what the government can tap into it. Say, Oria TV, the Nana Magro and your friend say that thing, hey, Bene, Joel introduce, I'm telling your friend say, Emma, the Jumma, debi, a Joma Hofe. A job offer. Now, say, who can officially who register here? Who regularized street marketer? Won't mean Kojoma offer. Etika, ye be ye Joma offer no kura. Abide to be Ministry of Local Government, any Ministry of Trade, any Oria TV between sign agreement. A Joma offer no, ye nye studio BM. Because research na ye ne kire say obat na faako e wo dwam awiem na say oton ade che na odi 5 hours wo ho a ne hormones e dissipate na ni bibia da bi it's not bad. You did not listen, you are not here. So wo wie eno a woni won e na wo ho. It is done there. Krom high away. Yes, your family street jams. They are quite permit. Okay, me. yaji permit e wo emi na ya block kwa ye dey say e bo nwuma sa ye ti si kwai mu dey dey say dey ye ana meboa. We can regularize the street market. 5 yapon wona akro no BBSC. So the drum ahofa is done in the drum. BBC introduce show be a friend the last choir standing. When they realize say London mayor no who say no the last choir standing no eyade a eboa ama ebedu tamina ni pe na di mirika kofie wokọ he BBC then on go the last choir standing. Osina onim se na nkrofo epe kwa nyom sa. What did he do? In order for London to gain a lot of revenue, or introduce again onto the streets of London. So the last choir standing was done on the streets. The people came around. So you do baby, it is not just a matter of any public power. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan? And I've told you all the alternatives. There's regularized street markets, getting those who have degrees, when we are senior high school, when we are senior manina, how to fix them. Eti wo ya ba ya na wonim say we there wa shed down as one day. But are we doing that? As a country, are we doing that? Bisa when we call China, no one can show. The Chinese Revolution, how did it start? China for also chain. Wom to go mountains wa. Ka kura nya baby enjira. Unya baby kura no wa park. No ka say wa start with engine. Some of these things are existing developmental protocols. You don't need to struggle and suffer to get them to implement. Why are we struggling? It is because one, you need markets. Cape Coast market here wo yi. Ebe fa nipa say ayama. Kantomanto ayama. Bakwi Makola ayama. Ketia ayama. Kofodi adwom ayama. Takradi dwom ayama. Whole market ayama. Market ni na ayama. What's the plan? Esi enya abanya o satellite market ase. Say Ketia nchen ho baby. Asase bi da ho 2-3 acres. There's a satellite market. Metal holding satellite market no. So we know obi a wo ka street market no we regularize that. We nya access ho. E mani na abeba fie. Abaye no eye. Where you make so amakwan mu da ho. Because e bia wo ma me wanto ade wo kwan wo amfa hwe wo. Enti won tiase. Abaye no eye amakwan mu te wo di bi am ne na mu awa na wo kro no. But ask yourself, say was satellite market across there. Yes, I agree. I told you from the beginning the dangers of sitting on the side of the road. But the year can say you regularize street marketer. You move from this joint to this joint. You move from this joint to that joint. You move from this joint to that joint. The ebe say a regularized say and they street market our this joint. Say a street market our this joint. Who babet now why you demarketing in kakra if you go DNA wotra ha anti bi DNA wotra ha anti ama DNA wo so tra ha pacho fa auto no bra na ya gege taxes no en kakra eno ena ma no sori wo ho a na de clean ho. Can't we introduce official, well-planned, regularized street markets in this country? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Baby, I won't pay you Saturday come home. Wouldn't you say I had a street market? Properly announced. Ya manage adiano. Ya clear one. When I say we take you over or no, take you over so that nobody come there again. one shall watch me say, oh, Ghana for so day, when the captain shall say, a better one some, what shall say? I just want some. Ghana for your sword dim because any part of demon in a sword day. And you do baby, as I say, you're drilling Nipa watching 2 minutes a year, dino. So why get the sir? I bet to send an uncle for your betrayal corner and say, I be you. Nanunko for your betrayal, I mean, Pessiма Boomudin. Say, Boomudin $10 and Cosro. Nanunko for your Bessinco ye. Yeah, no, we are. I've told you, a man a year 12% now. One Wontumi call school no, what fix it one way. Obi o we senior high school. What do you say onimi answer? Nya betrama ho. JSS ni bia dream odu. Eche first degree ni bi. Yeti krum asa no. Kakran. When you beba ho so no, na ye wie. Ashanti region hwe. Wo pa yen kofa Yesu Kristo. Ema ni KMA boss. Asante Fomba epedwadi. Ebam. Umpo. Naturally, Ghana ma epese de didwa. Ghana ma upa tiase upa jai. Eti wontimi stop Ghana ni basema ni didwa da. Can you stop? Ekura bia se obekwa mawo. Baby omode de emesiton. E cho se Ghana ma pedwadie. Eti esese ye start ye nema ebe ma ne benya baby o metena to ade enya aba muji bode ni wi a mo de kwan ba ira no muji wi a mo de kwan tomatoes ni jene no muji wi a mo de kwan. I am not saying say a man intena kwan mu to ade o. I told you right from the beginning. I am saying that let's regularize the street market. Shani first lady atraka mako kumase pampa so to Ketia yeah street market first lady abadoma don't call me well that is what it means don't call me brain ya to 5 o'clock ya pon obi afiri ho se zoom line no so hwan you je clean ho pepepe wona mo anwumira hu kura say street market ho. Are we saying we can't do that? Haven't you seen street market on London before? In London or Saturday the streets Yehubi, our land da. Yay, Yehu street market, our Manhattan da. Haven't you seen that before? Yay, street market, Yehubi or China da. Can't we borrow those models? Re-engineer it to fit into our system. Are we saying we can't do that? Sometimes problem be no our solution. The solution is not no. It doesn't work like that. The policy is here. Like the Nkokwankete policy. What we're saying is that we need to sit down as people, Minister of Local Government, the various MMDCs. Let's introduce young pilots our project. We problem beba home. Go to University of Professional Studies, get professors go to Legon, get the professors, go to UCC, get the professors, go to UDS, get the professors, let them sit down, fine-tune this policy, and there we go. And then we will be able to manage one a tete kwai ho eton ade a yedim se car bi ti free a ebetumi yakum wo abusha tete ni tete ina ne se abaye no eye ebetumi di congested town kronim but what realize say ye pama ma na ade chen ya na o maba pato wa hye nso o pama ma na o kwan no ho a ade chen ya na o maba. Now watch this, politician nso ye ba beto aba June 2028 ye pama ma o kwan ho biom asema me kan pato me bo ana June 2028 ye be jaya man say o montena kwan ho adetra ye beto aba okopam o ma ye den ye nto aba ma aban na oteso no me ye ja wo watena ho eti ye ne ye ho ana se hwan na ye den ye ntena se aso man na ye fix this problem
ani suade hu a odi abedi mampanyin
reset no yɛnyina bɛtumi aboa na akɔso teton general hopper
wow
ɛsɛ na nse oba ne back oba baako oba ya che
so I know ba
so oba baako
on e ba no be ka che say na do so ye de nkwasiafo na pre to me
say ampa
sa
oh na no we hu so so me hwe video no baako na me afa me yeso I wish that me NPP ni captain o hwe de Wontumi akum na nse we ya na regional chairman of the biggest and the stronghold of NPP wadi boniu na one mmra no anya na NPP mpanyifo ayu da finyansa na afei wamode Wontumi no amani hunno and womo de revive womo political career e launch womo political ambitions and afei obi bail nti abedane ntokwa between womo fees womo presidential presidential ambitions within the NPP womo person womo di national executive elections na under that agony of Wontumi no afe na NPP for empanyifo showcase womo I was so shocked na mbisa me hu sa enti yewu ayayi asini Wontumi po de owu yewu abanya friend se enema bi a waye o me ntoto ho enyina anim si ye chewa bail de o person ye variation o court no akovari o bail MPP for you the free. So I'm not surprised to say Wontumi say he won't eat because he doesn't trust his own MPP people. Because who that? Former deputy finance minister here or poison John Kuma is a lesson to Wontumi. And I am very shocked. But at the end of the day, Captain, let me assure the MPP, sir. Me te hande. Me party deputy general secretary. Na President Mahama ama me appointment. Na me de krono ena beda ma adwimu say oman no na me bo no krono a. E kina ye chime na wo NDC ni wo kogina sa police station na so wagimi. To wo a wo kogina ayi anu yi. You are right to call them, say, Sebiu, it was an exercise in futility. The most disappointing one, they say, members of parliament. Obi a ya to abama ye enkane ye kase obi a MP a no obuo wo ye nipa no ho odu hwe we mu amkotena yoko enemy obstructing law enforcement. These are the kind of people in US na ya chi wo bo anase ya de kwan bi enso ade emra kwan bi so de o mafa ni aka say abrofo akunipa because we are MP na law enforcers are working. You have forgotten what knowledge and common sense dictates and expect you to do. Now your only solution is about to obstruct justice, obstruct law enforcement. It's a bigger crime than the alleged crime for which reason and I want to me a share a BNI. So for me, MPP for the what is important is Captain the mandate said NDC should fight corruption is a mandate that cannot be killed by anyone. There are a lot of low-hanging fruits in government. Now, kukudura now the police station. And when we get there, nobody should say that because NDC for power and MPP for but than headmasters. So easy life. Yamfa mrafufro. Yanchichire mrafufro because they are MPP people. Yes, and that mandate is still active. So Ghana for who say
Omo mpesi omo chichi nkrofo bi ma omo ameka so ye na eto aba o na babiedu no eye e bejai but until then captain asija chichi ne de afi na e be cha ase o obi bia wadi boni okrum ha will be arrested. Nothing will stop it. Absolutely no noise from anybody, no obstruction from anybody, and let the NPP people think that more boni amodi are more opposition. Your path is to be threatening the ones in government. Sir, when you come to power, you will deal with us. You won't do nothing. Now, will you be alive at the time? You are thieves and you have stolen, and there's evidence that you have stolen, and you have been taken on. Your solution is to be threatening your opponents and saying, say, overpower. Were you not in power for 8 years? And then, look, people are going to be taken on, and one CD tax, Ghanaians are complaining because there's clear evidence. 8 years ago, people of Ghana have paid. Omutria tax, tax. Omutria tax, now Wontumi Makojiska loan, 10 million, no more D, free of charge because you are a original chairman of NPP. Na yenyao maunko na Ghana fo nko bre o mokola no muntuaka ensi nensi echina obi bia no ho atochema se odi obetra aban mu wodi bone no ye bechiw omoba power omunku ye nyina. But until then Ghana fo nso behu se aban bi baya omode mra ede ye adwuma no de ebekoso na ye te he na me bisa emo bag bo captain 6 months ago now a bag here 800 or 900 Ghana cedis, and then between 300 and 250 Ghana cedis. 250 Ghana cedis. And a Jerry can kufu the and can near ton 500 to 600 Ghana cedis, and then above from 300 Ghana cedis. Ose abaya teso nyere. NPP for bomb paye ko nrusu kompa eboso say enka bibi nsi nanka Ghana for ho nsanche wo mo na omumufu. They should be angry with the government. These are the kind of people who want us to be listening to them. NPP is praying for equalization, but unfortunately nyansa na adwen sonko one butaya one betra abayimu was pure to steal from the people of Ghana, and they did so. Now you are being called to account. You will not. Intermediate, Captain. I don't know. I think, sir, I don't could be no abe. I feel no abe chim for so for say na. Sir, National Cathedral deal or cost rubber form. They will answer for it. Jesus Christ didn't teach anybody to become, a man of God and at the same time a politician. Could see we have a prophet. December 7th, and Ayeko election, he was keenly involved in the scheme from Baumia's house to reach 2024 election. This one, you call him a prophet. National Cathedral, and when you do this, they say, oh, it's MPP. Or your MPP, and NDC4 are chasing them. All these aircraft now, ballot papers, this kind of. He was keenly involved. They were all involved in this matter. So what are they talking about? You have lived a kind of life, and you must be responsible to that life. What business has a pastor, a prophet got to do with having two names? Say, me, Metihai, now Captain Minya Penny, a child and won't you call me a thief? So Mustafa, they should call him a thief. Say, Pastor, Yankas or a concro. I mean, what kind of double standard is that? Scholarship Secretary and Raul Nyakuma Betra has seen. Captain Ukon Kurasia Obi, a brilliant, no Mameton Bidie, Mameton Wache, on to mean Trace Kam and Unquabridge. A buying at the Scholarship Secretary, say, Yam Fam one crop for no Monco school, near Sawamushabra. Would you to be fading? They call Obi call UK, no diska, no edi, nani pardon UK in the name of scholarship. Is it not criminal? When the laws are dealing with you, You say NDC nti ena yete ha. Cocoa Board, Captain. Cocoa Board CEO in the last 8 years was not an ordinary. Cocoa Board CEOs now, President Akufo-Addo de omo ye adwuma no. They were not coming from Volta region. Omo nye Mfantefoɔ, omo ye Akanfoɔ. Sameboa akasabeboa. Enyo omo na egu Cocoa Board. Omo nim the benefit of cocoa to Ashantis. Don't they know? President Akufo-Addo no nya akani. Doesn't he know the benefit of cocoa to the Ashanti people where they get votes from? And when you are interrogating these facts, look at the things that are coming out of Cocoa Board. And all those things,
Hey.
of course. When you are interrogating the issue, they say, oh, NDC for that, they are witch hunting. Witch hunting what? A politician who is a businessman, and you do things right, you inflate invoices, and you don't expect the law to interrogate what you have done. Yet Tikrobu has saying, and one say, for us to win election, young Congress has a Volta region for before the year. One more Obumuache, one more sessionist group, Okaya, Western Togoland. No one more creating an artificial group beer. You best no more common the flags that kwakwa so. No more the tipper tracks are sand not here. Now you deploy soldier for kwakwa intimidating crofo. One more year ya me ko che one more ebimu bimbila. E ko du yendi.
Wow.
After na do free aban mu a. All those things are over. Adentia. You do all of these things and you expect that the law should not deal with you. How can you sit in a country where you decide, say, very evil-minded, say, ebimu dia yanka say, omuso ompe Western Togoland, ni emfa soldier for nkogu aposo. Is that how to govern a country? And when you say it, instead of the NPP sitting down and reflecting over their wrongs and taking responsibility for same and engaging, the other things that say yeti will be a ye match MPs are more parliament no. We are a very lenient government, Captain. And you see, when we won election, there were two things beckoning this country: cleansing and revenge. Cleansing and revenge were the two common things every single Ghanaian was yearning for. It takes a wise leader like President John Dramani Mahama to navigate the ship. They call us the Hawks. Apenyo Markins call us the Hawks. Don't allow the Hawks to run the government. President Mahama has actually assembled the mild ones. If the Hawks were in charge, MPP for no be komuno, they will attest to what wrong they have committed. You call us the Hawks because we are NDC people. Don't allow the Hawks. President Mahama decided that let the laws take its own natural course. That is the only reason why amuakwata mu nyina yanyanche wo mo.
Amuakwata so meche no.
Yanche say. Amuakwata. Ope onko heaven no mra from. The time drew, he will be arrested. Hey, obi a wotimi sorry. No oka say, levy nti ma abolish road tolls, one parliament. Is it not causing financial loss? Why are they causing financial loss by? President Akufo-Addo as Attorney General. Hey. The vehicles coming from Togo, Burkina Faso, all of these are almost fire coin. What is more criminal than doing that? Because you want to win election at all costs. Captain, and now me Dominic Nitwell, he was talking and I was shocked. I was shocked, sir. There are wise people in the NDC who think that we should tame down and manage things properly. Dominic Nitwell, you are facing a military uniform scandal. Was it not the Minister for Defense? Hey. Military uniforms. Was it not the Minister for Defense? The armored vehicles. Was he not the Minister for Defense? Allowances are edema soldier for our peacekeeping. Was he not the Minister for Defense? All of these under you as a minister. And you are talking as if you are a saint. When they were doing that thing, I was watching the video. Most of the people in that video are people who are under investigation. The entire agitation was to cover up, was to silence the people of Ghana. So NPP, sorry, we are agitating. No, they were not agitating for anybody. They are agitating to cover up their all wrongs. That is why today, this morning, you see the kind of reactions you are seeing. Say, 1%, 1 Ghana cedi tax here. NPP people have Oma Jampo free a certificate verification job. And they are tax experts today. And we interpreting differently. Captain, the only problem I have is ECG. ECG. Who was the board chairman of ECG in the past periods? The rot at ECG. If we haven't cleaned that rot, you think Ghanaians shouldn't have a cause to complain? And the light in Dundum. You see him go to one Ghana. The same person is accusing government. And he's walking around. He's still walking around. So what I say, sometimes it's very frustrating. Under what circumstances should Apenyo Market still be walking around? Under what circumstance should Apenyo Market still be walking around? No, being go to one Ghana city. Now, 40 years, you don't move bokron. Oma bokron, ama. Omu fi abayimu ana Dumsor na started. And now, you decide say, President Mahama ye be paying. Osabe ye be bim. Because every day in Crawford, foreigners are entering our country. Industries are growing. Factories are growing. Our demand for energy continue to increase. It will never come down. So let's solve it. And Tiamfa 1 cedi and 2 will be a fuel. So, Captain, in December, I got fuel and I had 27 Ghana cedi.
That's right.
And then so they on 11 cedi and 12 cedis. Yamfa 1 cedi kakranto so. Wamusi a reintroduction of levy. Levy was targeted even to the unemployed young person in our street. As long as you send electronic Sikabiano, you pay levy. This one, Waka, Ubetrebi. Niam fan solve Dumsor once and for all. Because NPP people want the government to fail so that they can get grounding to stand, they are the ones making the noise. Why are we charging 1 Ghana cedi, putting 1 Ghana cedi tax on fuel? Ghana for never power much. Uokro. Now I'm fair drawing Gumua. Captain Wonan ye betcha. And they doom lighter. Ye Missa said another fear were light and answer President Mahama fear our light. Ye Missa Captain who fear were light and answer Mustafa me fear were light. Ye na the room. We should all cooperate, even though say even though say it's difficult. Even though President Mahama, President Akufo-Addo supervised the dissipation and misuse of previous taxes that were collected, I can assure them that President Mahama will not do the same. And that when we pay this money, Dumsor will be a thing of the past. We will use our 2028 election fortunes to guarantee for this. Sir, Ghanaians should trust the Finance Minister, Honorable Atuforsen. Ghanaians should trust the Minister for Energy, John Jinapo. And Ghanaians should trust all the people who are committed to ensuring that we will stabilize your energy situation. You say, once this thing go through, we can deal with Dumsor once and for all, because the accumulated debt are the hodo eso kakaka. we need to also solve the current need as far as energy is concerned. If we don't pay, Captain, we cannot do it. President Mahama cannot do it. And we can't go again and be borrowing because of this one. So it is better Ghana becomes self-sufficient. Let's go back to the people of Ghana. Say a pamocho, Captain, will be in Triabi, na yemfa resolve Dumsor issue. So that is what is the difficult.
No, but social media, I mean, it's surprising.
Yes.
That Obi say they welcome that idea.
Yes. MPP for pay.
At least they say no. Yet me who say petrol ne free, whatever.
Abedu baby ayedam.
Abedu baby away.
Correct.
I am hoping say to say the energy minister can no one city na abeka ho no en kosorobio.
Dabi.
Me tria kan yina na yet me street light. Yenye bibia na yen na ye kro no.
Captain, what to the new said this is the last increment tax as far as that area is concerned. What we can in the calculation. Look, it has never happened in this country, sir. Within 5 months, we have been able to stabilize our CD the way Honorable Atuforsen and the team have done. Never in the history of this country. Their first Ofurata buy and the first Yinzo Koji Eurobond, Ubekaya, Templeton. Ano data bank, who percentage, Unkai. That is Yale for no. Can Ofurata buy, I know Koye, and near number be enemy. And ne, so who come a near the dollar mawa, as the Nipponese issue. Because we have devalued the dollar. The dollar is not attracting any Ghanaian any longer because we are now proud of our currency. If you go to the market today, price of goods and services back from Ghana are beginning to feel the impact. And the only problem we have today, and Captain, because today is June 4th, the only problem we have, they say, and Crophobia. Despite the fact, sir, GPRTU unions, Omwaba akabom say yente fair so no. Omo decide say omo very soon, the Minister of Transport will begin to go after those people, because price reduction does not help a political party. It is for the people of Ghana. Those who can afford, the ordinary Ghanaian, banso. I won't train a woman because all be free than by Abakra, said you be triano, on to be 20. And yes, you reduce no be a hontono because you reduce fuel, dollar boaba from spare parts boaba for one. Captain, why would you say that you won't reduce your prices? And they be more one more jaswa. Yate and also free 800 cedis. And they are about 250 and not 300 cities. No, they also won't test so because we are NPP ni. Open say I want to work room. Namudia campaign. Very soon we'll come after those people to ensure that they reduce the prices to reflect the gain that we are making in terms of our economic recovery. That is the essence of governance. Governance should not, satisfy few people and displace majority of its people, citizens. President Mahama is here to create a country that will accommodate everybody. Yabayi, and this ni agenda biya say yegu bi adwuma. Yes say MPP ni bi adwuma. At least I know say President Akufo-Addo every chebi a Kwawu enclave. Every year of 8 years President Akufo-Addo be the president. When Timi Anka say Ghana phone nyina we business for yenkohia ni yenwe said ye be ya ye beboa na modwuma akoso President Mahama baaye oyesremuni Kwawu ne ekoye business summit Captain Nanado Akobi. Why didn't he feel ashamed? Say his own enclave, it has to take the chief of staff and the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, to say Yamuana Ghana for businesses in Kosu, who ye MPP new, who ye NDC new. Yabesha mojuma na se na abaina buamo. That is the essence of governance. President Akufo-Addo and the MPP regime in 8 years had a plan, sir. Who ya santini cry and say business. We edin sika kwa and say the business. As anti-for cry one party no. You see NG party in few musem. Ni enko fa Baumia. It is not that they are committed to Baumia winning, no. Just to prevent the Ashantis from what? Being in charge of their party. Yes, say for business. Yengu for juma. Say a new proposal, I beg you license. Say a new license, abandon the Ukayin Triaka. That is what President Akufo-Addo subjected businessmen in this country to go through in the last 8 years. Yabai, one business they are saying no. Captain, will you have all the info? Businessman be about Jose. NDC for us, Jumada. So you have people sitting in parliament and they are making noise. These people, Captain, look, in the last 8 years of the NPP, Wontumi said if there is any group of people who are impoverished and punished, first and foremost is the NPP grassroots. Do you know that? Kotamo aye campaign aye ko constituencies, aye ko regions no. NPP penyi bia nkobi. They were in Accra here. I'm telling you. Galamsey a womo ka ho asemu nnei. Womo chicha na womo fa aye. President Akufo-Addo ministers were the ones behind Galamsey. From the Jubilee House to the ministers. All of them were in it. And womo pen krofo womo yama womo. Who feels what IGP Yonu is doing today? Who feels what Interior Minister is doing today? Honorable Mutakabo Barak. Who feels what Ama Kofi-Boa is doing today? Near a friend of the National Security Coordinator collaborating to do. You think we couldn't do that under President Akufo-Addo? There was no will and preparedness to fight it because there was a proprietary interest. People were benefiting from it. And he say Yensu, and he say a forest, and he did that whole.
Say away. Edubwa he was called Professor Christopher
Sky 3, no? Yeah.
Was called.
Yes.
Wontumi I'm told next week.
But since they say I will report 3 times a week. Now the bonny crying way you. No. Who can say apeti the explosive and a cool microphone? Yes, during transition. Now,
Cecilia Menoka say no. Moputi, former finance minister, on red alert. I say a children. I don't watch it.
Hey, you. Mr. Ghana for fees were my brow back at the end. Now, didn't you want to Obama? Atichi into Obama.
So why ready some of punish you when we are sick.
And you punish you, you bet you would be Bonia. Yes, would be Bonia, you bet you. You're changing. Hey, near Omayo Krumha. Captain Bonibit Kofi Juma. Unya Kofi Master Kofi Juma ya Tikumasi. Or no crowd, you may cut the bonnet. You will be shocked. Now, or what to me to make us say. Now, Senate President Akufo-Addo be anti me. Or Pong Kosoma from. See, that's why I Obanum drew up a police station pair. What to me car, yet tono $90,000. Yet the ama way you su. Oh, what auction ama home 40,000. What kind of reasoning is this?
40,000.
Yes.
40,000 guys.
Kofi Juma, yes.
Call him. Mustafa. Carry $90,000.
Minam Katrell.
And a auction man home.
Katrell, yes. Last week, police for the Koya, Ujani Free. And now, Omotimi Ajaka the Bako. Ediaba. Glass factory. Kumase, maybe a Gihok. Oh, what's saying now? Kofi Juma. These are the kind of characters who had the effrontery to sit on radio and say, who free Gihok called demonstration. At that time, what law was in force? At that time, what law was in force? Captain Nemani de Bebe, where we are politician now, we car. You will be dealt with President Mahama, including all of us. Mitihui, Mikodi Bonia, Captain, a chairman Kabi Mame.
Na me na make
Because we are sika, my NDC ni bia nkojina police station bi. Because I've been given a role to work. I haven't given a role to steal. Anybody that has stolen money under NPP, you can be President Akufo-Addo yebecho. It's not ending today. It's a mandate that must be in full-fledged. It's a mandate that must be done in good faith on behalf of the people of Ghana. No amount of intimidation, no amount of demonstration will stop it. So the NPP should be ready. Now more started a stakeholder engagement to rebuild your party. And any party you call on is a kind. Captain, that matter cry because you investigate here. You betting yes, maybe the abrel. Maybe the abrel. You betting penny for be. So
then some may be send much will be out.
There be no be at the book. They are hard-working people in this country.
I mean before no.
Yes.
Why na monchedo? O sha o mu why na o.
Oh, say anyansafo bi wo ho.
Why ya bi te say.
Oh. Na po saying, ono na to 11 million Wi-Fi. So omo aye secondary schools.
Na say no beche no. The okay the nature say o beche no.
Ah. Asa me na okay.
Na say na po beche no.
Aban na kra.
Aban na po.
Oh. Na ECG asem no ye den yi ne ho frame. No energy minister. Deals are what we sign here. I rig deals are only cosmos. Oh, Captain.
I said okay, let us be no I want you know.
And I'm telling you that the government is committed and the government and the party support it. So we'll be a wedding bonny and channel. You could bet me at show. National security bet me at show. Police bet you. Police work almost at a woman there.
There question I the police bet you.
I quada so MPR. Your call assembly election or come out bribery. Officer, you think it's not a criminal matter? What are you talking about? Your call, your by election, a juso. Now Okoma will be bribed. No, is it not pending at the police station? Is it not pending?
Wow.
Captain, look, let the laws work. It doesn't matter the quantity and the amount of crime. That is why for me, Captain, look, on any day, we are not against judges. Me, I'm not against any of the judges. But I will also not subscribe to the fact, say, Ubia offered no judge. Ubia so we are punching, I would be jailing. Politician, you will define conflict of interest. Should yourself be a petty thief and sit as a judge? It shouldn't be allowed to happen in this country. We are judge now. Would your power as a judge, Captain? Now would tip government bungalow? Now sounds so a percentage of your salary as rent allowance. Tell me why you should continue to be a judge in this country. Not less a judge. A Supreme Court judge, and not less a Supreme Court judge, but a CJ of this country.
Oh, how? What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Tokonu.
Me say. We can't tolerate petty thieves to lead the judiciary of this country.
No, but so, you see, it's a serious statement. No one making no.
Not just that. Not just that, Captain. If a judge,
if you mention CJ,
if a judge,
and you add the statement,
if a judge,
a petty thief.
If a judge, may say,
it's a serious statement.
We can't tolerate a thief, a petty thief, to be even a lower court judge. Let to talk of a high court judge, to talk of a Supreme Court judge, or to talk of a CJ. Law is a serious business. Justice is a serious business. Injustice is so painful. I have experienced it before. I'm saying, said not only that. If you have persons who take double allowances for rent, so let the NPP should stop politicizing issues.
What can I say? Why double allowance?
Is it not the case, sir? The judiciary. A contract have been awarded for Christmas decoration, close to 1 million cedis without procurement. So that is where. Wait, that is where. That is where Minister B. Weska didn't back. That is where
Christmas decoration. Chief.
Oh.
Christmas decoration.
Yes.
They're decorating.
Oh.
Let's say Christmas, they're quartering in your.
Let's say, so the MPP should be very careful because you see.
Where they young code details.
Yes.
Christmas decoration. Quartering in your Christmas. You see, judicial service and decorating during Christmas.
And no crowd yet. And no better have born another. Ding. So we're take businesses in his government. It's wrong. Anambwa.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. President Mahama, the baby ni government. Now, if we can sit for a CJ to award contract to her daughter, where she's a CJ, and you think that is not wrong, and the MPP is defending
contract mayor.
Oh, go and see the court complex, the court a library. Who is the one furnishing the place? Yes, CJ ba. And the MPP people know.
Who can CJ?
Tokuno. The MPP people know.
The current CJ.
Yes,
the suspended
they
CJ.
know this.
Or the contract man.
Yes. Go and check if she didn't take a percentage of a rent while she was living in the government bungalow. Go and check. Yes, I'm saying go and check.
Chief Justice.
Yes.
Or the government bungalow.
So when she's all over the place trying to pretend that she's not being treated fairly, NDC is going after her, and she's this, please, there's a wrongdoing. What is she talking about?
No.
What are we talking about?
CJ, or the government bungalow, and of Sanso J. Right to fear by.
What J? And go and check their audited report. Go and call Justice Enim. She says she has paid back. If you have taken government money and you've returned it, does that mean you haven't committed a crime? MPs G double salary. Were they not going to be prosecuted?
Say, then and now oil.
Now what?
Library.
Okay, Calvin Taylor and Yawa down Funtia. Okay, and one. You think he was lying? It is true, and the MPP people know that.
What about the 1 million decoration?
Missy, they know all of it.
And why? Yeah, the decorating.
What they are trying. If they like, if they are men, the way I'm and we'll go to step 2. But I'm saying that they should stop doing politics on the issues. Baby, the judiciary awarded somebody the opportunity to go and demolish my house when I didn't even appear. Is that not injustice?
Your house?
Yes, is that not injustice? There are businessmen in this country who have lost their entitlement because of a compromised judiciary. Is it not painful enough? And we sit here and we are trying to politicize the issues. Okay, we are MPP 40 saying, Apenyo Markin knows everything. He is the deity of the Chief Justice. Misleading Apenyo Markins is the deity of the Chief Justice. Oh, Yatikromu has said, Abino, they are going after her, and they are not allowing her or no encore. Who told you that the people who sit on the committee are so unreasonable that they will mistreat a current Chief Justice even though on suspension? The caliber of former Speaker of Parliament, former Chief Justice of this country, a former Attorney General, Madam Betimude Dusu. How can you do that? And you are not clean. Captain, and you are not clean. Tomorrow, if I'm in a wrongdoing and I'm taken to the court, let me face justice for my wrongdoing. But nobody should obtain justice against me when I haven't committed any wrong. That is the country we should be governing. That is where we should be heading to as a country, where you can walk to the judiciary and get justice. Where the ordinary farmer can walk into the judiciary and get justice. And before you are banished from the jail. And people continue to misbehave with government institutions, and we are not saying anything, and we are quiet, and we are politicizing it. Let's do business as usual. Apenyo Markins, in Mpabwa or Parliament, you're trying to photo and buefu. Such an irresponsible character of an MP, where you Mpabwa school crowd, put the classroom, where you Mpabwa and Pabon. A leader of minority who you will shoe, and in the chamber of parliament say, oh, we are politicians, let us do our politics. For them, it is politics as usual. Captain, for some of us, it is life. Politics have destroyed a lot of souls in this country. Corrupt systems have destroyed a lot of good things in this country. And it's time all of us rise up and fight for what is right. How is it possible that we operate under the separation of powers? Now, your executive, your judiciary, your legislature. In 8 months, the executive was supposed to be different from the judiciary. They are like rivalry bodies. The chief legal advisor of government is today a lawyer to a troubled head of judiciary. Is it possible? Have you not vindicated, sir, Ghanaians thinking that the judiciary wasn't independent under Tukunono? Has it not been vindicated? Do we look, having confidence in an institution, it may be biased, but it is what the people see and what the people feel. Captain, you may be the most honest man in this country, but if the people believe that you are a thief, you are a thief. As far as you don't establish innocence, and you continue to demonstrate actions that makes you culpable, they will believe that you are a thief. So when you do all these things, and you try to blackmail the government, and are binding are saying, and the NDC for you've been in power for 8 years. You lost miserably. No political party have lost election the way NPP lost election in this government. NPP lost election in the 2020 election. Instead of going home and reflecting, correct your wrongs, come together, let's build the country, you want to prove that you are saints. You are not saints. You are not saints. Captain, what are saints? So they should stop it. The Chief Justice, I beg of her. You see, the NDC leadership is led by people who are very experienced, matured, and reasonable. We are led by a president who nationalistic interest matters to him than partisan. Or said who nanadu mudi ethnocentrism, tribal Captain, and it's high time we will interrogate again the Ajapadia documents. And I think that if the NPP current crop of executive were serious, they should do an introspection, analyze the realities of the Ajapadia document and condemn it. Because until they do that, Ghanaians will not forgive them. See, at Tikrumuha, now a small clan have been purported to have put a document on how to rig, how to undermine the democracy of this country, how to collapse businesses, how to destroy people, and how to elevate themselves. You think that political party should not be collapsed? Legally as an institution of fraud. You think that political party should gain any trust from any Ghanaian who is not from Achim or Chebi, for that matter? And when you are saying it, they will say everything. Didn't the judiciary reflect in their document? The Ajapadia document, didn't it speak to how they will compromise the judiciary? Did we not see it happen? So Bidi Bonena, I'm running Udia. Who say your own people, former Chief Justice, former Speaker of Parliament, women now committee back. Who say Omoma Meman Wamu Sechu. Why do you lie to the public? To incite the public for what?
Oh my video near day.
Dear Captain, video no dear Fatuho. Rebecca has some Dutch.
Me fancy.
Fancy. Let the NPP and let Apenyo Markins come and say, it's not true that the Chief Justice took rent allowance when he was living in a government bungalow. Let Apenyo Markins come and say it. Let Apenyo Markins come and say, the daughter of the Chief Justice and her companies have been awarded contracts within the judiciary by the Chief Justice. Nana do kradiye one sign contract a money back. They got a contract at ambulance meboa. Omo konya a contract for ambulance. And Ghanaians condemn it. Assuming Speaker Bagbe awarded a contract to his daughter, they would have roasted him. Then you have a chief justice who award contract to his daughter. Omo bisa na say the daughter no Ghanaian. NPP leadership knows this. Yes, they know that. They know that these matters are very serious matters that if you have them, you should not be the one to mislead the public through NPP surrogates. You should not. You should not be the one doing that. Just to give the government a bad name and defend yourself and say, Captain, me, I'm here. What we will suffer, we have already suffered before. And I do admit that I will take any responsibility to stand just in anything that I do. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize and take responsibility. But when you know that you have done something wrong and you try to cover up with politics, when we say MPP, we say the MPP for one defend the Chief Justice. Was he a judicial committee chairman or chairperson for the MPP? She was a Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Then under your stewardship, you have got a problem with the law. MPP for pen defending. No civil society is defending the Chief Justice. But the MPP wanted to believe that it's witch hunt. We want to remove a Chief Justice and have our way. Until Godfred can go and print my comments and go and stand at High Court. And the Supreme Court said they should politicize the matter because Mustafa Bande has spoken about it. Is Godfred Dami a Ghanaian than all of us? Is Apenyo Makin a Ghanaian than all of us? If your mindset and your education tells you that you should use your intelligence, Captain, to take what belongs to the people of Ghana, you are to be pitied among all men. When most Ghanaians are suffering and you think that it should be about you and only you, you are to be pitied. I wasn't trained to prioritize myself at the expense of the people of Ghana. I wasn't trained like that. Oh, he works at the presidency. Captain, because I work at the presidency, I'm precluded from making public statements. Public statements that I know that people have done things wrong. These kind of things, how would you shield it? And I beg them, they should give us a break. There's a nation to build. And the NDC is not a timid political party either. We are only reasonable in government because there's a problem to be resolved. The problem that was created by President Akufo-Addo and his government. Now, Baumia. Any day I listen to my senior brother.
Okay, I thought so good.
I get very disappointed. So no I'm a drama man to see. But I trust you because I want to be the Munbi. I now confirm now.
Okay.
Now confirm now.
Oh, you said Bruno. Who say one of my dear?
Somebody are forced to do it. Drain you. You know, Captain.
Milia, what's about behind it?
Former Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. You were the Vice President. You claim that you are even visible than the President at the time. Because you are claiming credit for anything President Akufo-Addo have done. Without taking responsibility for any crime that was committed under President Akufo-Addo. That is fine. Yachi will be. The person is under interrogation. I wouldn't be surprised that if it was me, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will visit me. All right? But why do you come with an entourage? He doesn't know that when you are under interrogation, you should not be exposed to the public. Because anybody within the entourage can liquidate or neutralize the subject matter. The Vice President doesn't know that. This is common thing that he should know. Oh, ko BNI, what party for? and woman gather her for rally, making agitation. Is Dr. Bawumia not using the Rambo style they are complaining about to go and visit Wontumi? Who does that? A former vice president. You are visiting a suspect, and then you mobilize people to go and converge at the premises of an investigative body in the name of visiting that person, and you want to be taken serious. I am not surprised. Say enunti ena President Akufo-Addo tifie nne. They say adichibia ofre ubi abafia. Osema mo support Bawumia. Ofre ubi abafia. Osema mo support Bawumia biem. That is all Akufo-Addo is doing, and his conduct is justifying to me, even though I was feeling, say, the most dishonorable and disservice and disloyal treatment that anybody can give to another is to see that President Akufo-Addo today have actually used Bawumia and dumped him. When Kano Foriata was sitting at the ministry, they were using Dr. Bawumia to organize lectures that finance minister should be organizing. We're defending woman and woman said no do woman morning. And then President Akufo-Addo is calling people and telling them, say, he is not supporting Bawumia. These are some of the things. Deliberate and self-inflicted incompetence. The vice president, Ubia, Yadina caught under investigation. Now Yamani bail. Now one meet bail condition. A vice president says it's an attack on democracy. A vice president says that process is an attack on a democracy, and you want to hand over Ghana to a person who thinks like that. A person who believes that when you are not able to fulfill a bail condition, now Uda Selsa, it's an attack on a democracy. And I captain say and will be a Bawumia be the president, you will not see between who have done wrong and who have done right. But the ordinary Ghanaian, the farmer, is in remand. Number of people who are in remand because they can't fulfill bail conditions. Go to Nsawam and check. Wontumi is better than those people. Wontumi is a more human being than the people who cannot fulfill their bail conditions and they are in cells. The likes of Dr. Kwabena Dufo, how much were they bailed? Atu Asian, how much was he bailed? Wontumi is more human being than that. Let me say this, Captain.
Say it.
Nobody hates Wontumi. He's a Nodna. Huh? He's a Nodna. He's a Nodna. He's from Navrongo. Ne papa nya Santiniu. Wontumi is our brother. So I don't know why the people of Ashanti region have allowed him to do the kind of things they do. Because we all respect Ashantis. Make her ufisa meboa. Every day I say it. Wontumi is our brother. Now who what Timia Betra Radio Akase? Vice President, Her Excellency your friend Nanimse Sympathy. Is it a political statement? Is it a statement that should be coming from a human being who is normal? You say that to a woman? Captain, NPP didn't condemn that. It served them well at the time. So they kept quiet. Wontumi to be better radio so say to the whole world, say, Wano I who say, Wano Yamame Lodine Frijaso ba. Na President Mahama ebutu ne cook so. And the he served the NPP and Dr. Bawumia to allow these stupid comments to be made by an individual. Excuse my language. They tolerated it. President Mahama, or you think he doesn't have people who are aggressive around him? He's just, a humble character who can tolerate. But if you take a former president through this embarrassment, and you are a thief in addition to it, what was safe forest? You've taken money and you didn't pay, you didn't do the work. What effrontery for a political party officer to take a contract. You don't do it and you take money. And let's politicize the issue, and a former vice president is supporting this. Captain, I would never on any occasion, bring President Mahmoud Bawumia, President Akufo-Addo's private domestic matters to a political discussion.
Even if it is true.
Even if it is true, I will not. Look, my first problem in school when I was in law faculty, time I can girl now turning around the buy.
Change your style.
One more can. And I'm saying, no, nobody should talk about it because when you are dealing with a high-ranking government official, when unethical and improperly trained women are misbehaving, you don't degrade your institutions because of that. Mm-hmm. A lady took me on. I was defending Honorable Kandapa at the time, but he was NPP, Anambwa.
Yes.
It led to me getting referrals in one paper.
Hey.
I had to write petition on this matter because I felt it was wrong.
Really?
I Sawabroni issue by okay. I publicly condemned the matter. So if you agreed to do anything with the president at the time, it's unethical to come and be talking about it when you have problems. What now as an NPP leadership, Aba Wontumi who disgrace President Mahama ni ayedi. Wakodi Boni, we are dealing with him. You say they are witch hunting him. You say these kind of things, say a former president who Wontumi akwa kwachene say ne yida akwa kwachene so obutunu ne made so these disrespectful comments were made by Wontumi. The NPP leadership, President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia didn't condemn it. Nobody reprimanded Wontumi. So should we sit in this country and allow this nonsense to go by? President Mahama is nice and gentle. We are not. We are not. President Mahama is tolerant. We are not. Let the NPP go and bend the sea. What is wrong yesterday is wrong today. What was right yesterday is right today. And any of them who breaks the law will be taken on. I can assure them. We will like that. Our blood likes that. Hey, do you know how much President Mahama is trying to contain all of us? That you demolish our houses and you still walk on the streets and making noise? Why fear some of them have stolen and put in the names of women? Stolen lands in cantonments. Put in the name of girlfriends and women. They think we don't know all that. And you have the effrontery to be making noise because you want to contest for elections. Really? And your grassroots is suffering. In the last 6 months, we have toured this country twice. Captain, we are cooling our grassroots. We are talking to them. We are bringing them along. One national executive of the NPP have not been able to tour this country. They've not been able to meet constituency executives to apologize. And you think you should be taken serious? They think they should be taken serious. Metihase Nano, Captain, in the last few months, many national organizers, because good leadership goes with critical work, engagement. You have to be forthright. Mining, we are engaging. Say, we are NPP new. We are NDC new. You have to do mining responsibly.
That's right.
Because we have instituted gold board to control mining activities. So if you collapse small scale mining, you are collapsing gold board. And it means that the gains that we are making in terms of the CD appreciating, we will lose that. So therefore, we are NPP new, we are NDC new. You have to change your style to do responsible mining. Who mining 1 acre, who be reclaiming 1 acre.
Okay.
We are engaging with the miners along government policy to make sure, say, nobody is left out. Say, Obi NPP ni na say Obi NDC ni. Beyond that, Captain, one more ye galamzea, one more sense asini, they will also be arrested. We NPP new, we NDC new, you'll be arrested. And we feel that the first step is to engage with the people and let them know. So see, some of the miners feel that they've not been fair. they have to do things right. Because a certain government tolerated it. This government says, no, you can't do it. And now me tukwanya Erastus Asaredonko. NPP for Jami Abasu Sabemiya Galamse.
When you be
Captain, go and ask His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So the list of people who are his boys are Wamo yetimidi chrono fori wamo make a hobiana.
When you Galamse that.
Never. And I don't have any financier who is doing mining for me. And Kamiti has a full suit. Kamiti ha. I will not do something that will give you the opportunity to call and embarrass me. Captain, what happened? Akwabi awa Ashanti region. And now 2016. Uko Yusu NPP Operation Vanguard. And woko pam NDC for free. Wabo babia womu ye mining ho. And now they are wafa. And wo mama and krata no set up. I think even in terms of time womu ye sadia no nipa ba ku wi. Ye win election NDC boys are wabo ho no. Omo say aban abadia. Ye so be den. Ye be kwa koje. And of course, anybody that was maltreated in this country under President Akufo-Addo is justified to want to call for their palm of flesh. And a boys no call ye, national security intervened. And a palm obia. What does here? Timi Ohana Erasmus no publish say national security the Nkrofo site was woman ko den. Woman ko supervising na mining koso. So I reach out to him and so Erasmus, I don't think that is fair. If you are going to report on something that involves national security or the presidency, engage. Get more facts before you do what? You publish. Because Ejuma na wo ye no. Sir Erasmus anko ye documentary. Captain, you and I will not know say we be shen you ye den. Galamse. So you are more or less an actor who must be protected. In doing so, it is national security you should be working with instead of attacking same. Because the issue there, national security is not mining. And now, may I explain man also we are sorry. Subsequently, you will engage. I actually made phone calls to senior colleagues to speak to them about what work you are doing. Subsequently, now frame, let me took one. And now frame say, now issue no, you do him fine. And I'm so my who Erastus, yes. Because or Papa decide. Papa na ehoya the concession. Oh, I into a friend.
Yeah, no yes, to one side.
And no friend am say oh. Na issue no yakum na me who say a party a political. And no be say I didn't na a political. I'm say a politician. I have the interest of my party people at heart.
Okay.
Captain, you can be journalist. I'm not a journalist.
You're a politician.
I'm a politician.
Simple.
And I am NDC, and the NDC people mean a lot to me. So we are trying to deal with it, engage so that we can stabilize the situation at the place. What's the identity? Political. And I'm saying, is there anything in this country that's not political? Say because of that, you have waited 3 weeks down the line. Me to kwanya akoye documentary say Mema confirm it to you that national security is doing Galamse. Oh. Captain, how do you do that? How do you do that? And that MPP people Awal Mohammed Mo sa MPP abranti here onamhe. Ako publish say I have confirmed. And I'm a friend, I'm chance that Erasmus, please, it's unfair to me. Go and correct the wrong publication MPP is making about me. One quiet basically there. Captain Midonyami Atra saying, I am not assisting anybody to do illegal mining. Neither will I help anybody to do illegal mining. Whether I'm involved, I am not involved, and I'm not doing illegal mining, and I'll never do illegal mining. Obia mebwa amaya streamlining mining. Me then quiet Galamse. If I'm a deputy general secretary, a deputy director of operation at the presidency, and I cannot prevail on the minister of lands to give me documents to go and mine, then what am I? And the captain, it was a lie. This is what the NPP is doing. And to give some of us a bad name, me, I won't go and steal. Me, I won't go and insult anybody. And the Captain, I'll say it. Let firing squad come. And the NPP can do anything. They can threaten. They can say anything. But as of now, in the next 4 years, they will be held fully accountable for their wrongs. And nobody can thwart it. Nothing will happen. So they should relax. We have a nation to build. We have accountability to offer. And the stewardship of what we do today is what will win us our election in 2028. And that campaign will win the election. Ghana for who say, yeah, the agreement partner by yeah, the pa. Ghana for one to one. They will vote for us. It is not the NPP that will tell Ghanaians not to vote for us. Because in any case, in the last 8 years, you yourself were in cells. Yancho. Under President Akufo-Addo, a journalist couldn't talk. Today, it's not the same. Okatache, Odi Obi Atem Debia, Obi Achano. Oye Nipa, Oye Abrante, Oye Centroni, Maninya Nejuma, Obi Anso Nye Nejuma. That is the difference between quality of leadership. Nye weya, ayi kubol of weya, and now we are there by share womusa chrono bon womu prioritize no. A hand tiny dry. Every day they take somebody's thing by force. If you don't give it to them, they will use the system against you. That is what the NPP have left in our hearts.
Finally,
Captain, year 2024 election, 2028, I shall see you. You see, Unim said we still have assembly election a year no. 2 years ago. No? So, when himself we still have places in assembly election Ghana has.
Yes. They will say you see the list to be.
Do you think that we have a competent electoral commission? Captain, do you know that as we speak, Ablekumanov, Omuni MP?
Yes.
When himself, Jimensa tried to Nicodemously blame the police for it. After all the illegalities, doesn't represent them as far as the by-election is concerned. Meanwhile, all the coalitions and the recoalitions that occurred, Serebo Ekweku was the one who represented the Electoral Commission in all of these matters. Yetiha Nei, who himself Crawford, the call Mukoya election officers in Jamuka.
Baby, get one crying drum.
With the basic her. James Adia. With the basic her. That's awesome. If we don't have an independent electoral commission for 2028 election, Captain, Kurumu Habeshi. Kurubu Habeshi, because I think that Jane Mensah is not fit to be a commissioner of the Electoral Commission. I think that Jane Mensah should not be the commissioner of Electoral Commission. And I say that as a Deputy General Secretary of the NDC, who have had an experience of incompetence and a dangerous organization of election.
All right.
But I think Jane Mensah should be facing the CID for investigation.
But I say.